So I currently have to go to like a luncheon for my work office. Since it's the end of the year, they're just doing like a little end of the year celebration, so I have to go to that. It's a lunch. It's from 12 to 3. It's pretty long, so I hope it doesn't actually go all the way until 3, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm giving like a little speech there for like 2-minute speech, so nothing too major, but I'm a little bit nervous. But anyways, gonna head over there now. All right, since it's been a while since I've actually worn a suit, but this is basically the outfit I'm gonna be wearing to the luncheon. Okay, I gotta go because I'm running a little bit late. Okay. So the event just wrapped up. It went really well. I think my talk was okay. I definitely could have prepared more, but it's over. That was my last official day of like work responsibilities. So I'm gonna go head back out and see what my girlfriend's up to because I don't have a lot more time to spend with the girl. So I do want to see her as much as possible before this school year ends. So gonna go home and get dressed out of this suit because well, I don't want to wear this suit right now. Also, I'm gonna go blow up my toilet real quick because they had Chipotle for lunch and yes.
Skip it up and down.
Alright, I just completely destroyed the toilet and now I'm ready to head out. It's such a nice day outside. I'm glad to be going out there, but I'm kind of tired, I'm not gonna lie. That presentation and that whole lunch thing made me really tired. So I kind of want to sleep, but I cannot sleep on a nice day like this, so I'm gonna head out. Alright, so I just got back from hanging out with my girlfriend. I did not think it was gonna be that long, but now it's currently almost 11:34 because all I did was basically just finish reading my book and also I was just keeping my girlfriend company as she studied for her finals. And I made pretty good progress with this book right here. I am almost more than halfway done. I think I only have maybe less than 100 pages to go, so I'm almost done. I'm very proud of myself because it's the first book I've read in a long time. But yeah, that's what I've been doing the entire day. I don't think I've ever read for this long straight, for this many hours, because that's all I was doing. And it feels good to be reading again, but it feels weird. Anyways, I am gonna do something which is very long overdue, but I'm gonna film the last Q&A for season 2. Big deal. And I'm a bit sad to do that, but all things have to come to an end. So here is the last Q&A for season 2. So I actually just want to do this in classic YouTuber style just because I feel like this style of Q&As, or Q&As in general honestly, have kind of died out on YouTube. It was more of like a 2020 or 2018 YouTube style thing. And I really missed it when it was just the YouTuber and the audience just talking face to face and just the YouTubers on their bed just going through questions. So I want to bring back that old side of YouTube right now. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first question comes from Mills_J3542. They asked, should I be stressed about starting college in August? I don't think you should be stressed about it, but you should definitely be very excited to start it just because college is a whole new world and there's so much for you to discover and so much for you to do. And whatever you think college will be so much more than that just because I don't think there's anything you can really do to prepare yourself for what the experience college is going to be. Of course you can go visit colleges, but you won't actually know how it feels to be in college once you've been here for like at least a month and you're actually just on your own. It's a weird feeling and it's a feeling you'll only feel once in your entire life just because it'll probably be the first time you've been separated away from your parents or just your guardians. And it's the first time you're on your own. Like everything is on you for the first time. Like you can sleep for however long you want. You can skip your classes if you want, like unlike high school where you can't really skip them. But here you can. You have the option to do what you want. And you have the repercussions like in real life. If you miss classes, then there are some pretty big repercussions to that. Okay, so the next question comes from Yoongi_1. And they asked, how's the college experience so far? I think the college experience has been great. I don't have any complaints per se about the college experience itself, But I do have complaints about the college I go to because BU does have a lot of problems that I've listed in previous videos that I'm probably not going to go into. But one thing I will go into is just how cliquey some people are here, and how hard it is to make friends the further you progress as you get older here. But I don't know if that's for other colleges, but for me at least, that's something I've been struggling with. But besides that, college has been great. I've learned so much about myself, and there's so many things and experiences that I will treasure forever. And it's so odd that I'm gonna be a senior and that these experiences are gonna be a thing of the past. So, I mean, they already are a thing of the past, but they're gonna become things that I look back on like 10 years from now, and it's gonna feel like it's been such a long time or such a short time. All right, the next question comes from an autistic freak, interesting username, but they asked, what's your favorite food to eat? I love ramen or spam or kimchi jjigae or anything that has to do with spam. I love that. What started your motivation for vlogging and starting to do a YouTube channel? Well, my biggest motivation to do this was watching Casey Neistat and his vlogs, and I think that's a big inspiration for a lot of vloggers these days. They'll see his style of vlogging, or they'll see what he did on the vlogging genre of YouTube, and they'll be inspired by that, and they'll think, oh, I can do that too, and I'm no different from those type of people. I thought, oh, I could do that too, and I did. Maybe my vlogs are not the level of his vlogs. Obviously they're not, just because his production level was just out of this world, and I don't think there'll ever be another person like Casey Neistat out there that really redefines the vlogging genre. But I really missed what he was bringing to the YouTube community, so I was hoping by starting my vlog I could bring back that style of doing YouTube and it becoming more intimate again. Alright, next question comes from Not Scary Jichu. They asked, what's your favorite song right now? This is a bit of an interesting one just because my girlfriend got me into like this weird, not weird, but this Greek lore musical called Epic. It's so good, but it's one of the songs from there called There Are Other Ways. Such a good song. If you're interested, go listen to it. It's so good. I'm not gonna put it in the vlog because I don't want to get copyrighted. Alright, they also asked, what motivates you to continue your channel? It's you guys and the feedback I get from you guys and the positive feedback and just everything that you guys give to me from these vlogs. I just love reading your comments. I love seeing the positive impact it puts on your guys' lives, and it's just so fascinating to me that I can have an impact on the world. And that's why I love doing this, just because I want to be able to, you know, leave my mark on this world. And in order to do that, I need to find the one thing I'm good at. And by doing this, I think I figured it out that this is the one thing I'm good at. And by doing this, I can leave my impact on this world and maybe leave it in an even better place than it was before. So that's why I love doing it. And also doing YouTube is my dream. There's nothing I would rather do more in this world. Next question is from the same person, and they asked, do you stand Twice? Answer choices yes or yes. I like Twice, yeah. How's school going? School's going great. It's about to come to an end. I only have one final, so I'm not stressing too much as it, like, opposed to all these other people that I see around, like when I'm out in public, just they're studying, like grinding their asses off. I feel so bad for them, but I'm just out here chilling. I'm not too stressed. I'm probably the least stressed I've ever been, honestly. This is a nice time of the school year for me, at least, just because I can kind of kick back and catch up on things that I wasn't able to catch up on during the school year. So, all right, this is an interesting question from the same person, and they asked, what has been the best day of your life or worst day? Okay, so I think the best day of my life, ooh, that's a tough one because I can't really pinpoint the happiest and best day of my life, but I think any day I kind of spend with my girlfriend is a very good day for me, and I love doing that just because it's someone that I can spend, you know, my time with and just feel my 100% self with, and I just love spending time with her. So of course my friends too. Just if I can combine those two worlds together, like me hanging out with my girlfriend and my friends, those are the best days for me. Love those days. But the worst day for me, I don't think I've ever had a worst day in my life, but I can definitely pinpoint the worst time of my life, and that would definitely be back last year during my sophomore year of college. It was such a rough year for me just because I was going through so much. I was, going through a lot of friendship problems. I broke up with my ex. My grades were the worst they've ever been. So it was just not a great time for me. So yeah, probably the worst time of my life. And last question for this person was, how are you so amazing? I'm really not, but thank you. Question comes from Alive for Kane. They asked, what's your MBTI? That's actually the first time someone's ever asked me this on this channel, and I am an ENFJ. Sometimes I switch from INFJ, but it really depends on, my mood or the type of mentality I'm in during that time. Alright, next question comes from Typewriter837. They asked, how do I get the discipline to study? That's a very appropriate question to ask right now, just because it's final season. So I think you learn the discipline to study is when you clear out all your distractions when you're about to start studying. Because before you start studying, I feel like when these distractions get in the way, they kind of get in the way from you even starting sometimes. So my best strategy, what I do is I kind of set my phone to the side. I don't suggest doing this, but I kind of keep it nearby just to see if there's like an important notification, just because you never know. That puts me more at ease, knowing that it's somewhere close by and if there's something bad happening, an emergency, I'll have it right there. But if it's something like not too important, I just let it be. However, yeah, getting disciplined to study, just clear out distractions and set aside a time and place to study. You have to have the right location and a good amount of time to study. Mills_J3542 asked another question, and it was, what's your favorite thing to do in your free time? My favorite thing that I do in my free time is just make vlogs. I love making vlogs, and if I'm not making my vlogs, I'm usually just, hanging out with my friends or trying to spend time with my girlfriend. But yeah, that's what I'm usually doing. They also asked, what's your favorite meal of all time? Definitely kimchi stew or anything to do with kimchi or spam combined. That's great. And they finally asked me, what's your favorite movie? Ooh, my favorite movie. I've got to say that I really love all the Rocky movies, just because I can just relate to them, because he gets hit so many times and no matter what, he always gets back up, and he's such just like a motivation for me, just such a role model in some ways, just because he always pushes forward no matter how hard life gets, and he just pursues his passion, which is boxing. If you haven't watched any of the Rocky films, please watch it. Molly Soper 3964 asked, what's your major, why did you choose it? I chose advertising just because it's the closest to what I love doing, which is YouTube and social media. So if I can do something that's closely related to that, then I love doing it. And advertising is also just fun for me. I'm good at it, and it's something that I can see myself doing for a long time and not really getting bored of it, just because there's always a challenge. And finally, the last question of the season 2 Q&A is, what's your favorite game? My favorite game is definitely anything from the Uncharted series by Naughty Dog. If you guys know what Uncharted is, it's such a cool series. The graphics were great at that time, and also the last game. I was not able to play it because I don't own a PS4 anymore or PS5, so I wasn't able to play it, but I did watch the gameplay on YouTube, and the story, it's great. That's my one dream, to play that game when I can, but currently I don't have any of the resources or devices to play that game, but hopefully sometime in the future I'm able to. And that was it for all the questions for season 2. Thank you guys so much for asking all these questions throughout every single time I ask for a Q&A. I really appreciate it, and I always love hearing from you guys and hearing what you guys have to ask me, because I want to be as human as possible for you guys, just because a lot of YouTubers these days, I don't really do these Q&As anymore, honestly. So I kind of think they lose that human aspect of themselves. It kind of makes them more distant from the viewer, but I think by opening up my Q&A and answering it every single week, you guys are able to get a better understanding of who I am and understand that I'm just like an ordinary person like you or the person next to you. So I hope this kind of helps with that connection. So I came up with the final number of the vlogs I'm gonna have for this season, and I'm gonna release 5 more vlogs until the season ends. Wait, no, sorry, 6. There'll be 6. 6 more vlogs. 6 more vlogs. Not 5. 6. 6 more vlogs. So 6 more vlogs until season 2 ends and a new season starts later, but it's a weird feeling and I hate to do it, but it's what I gotta do. So I will see you guys tomorrow and a few more times after that. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.